Alright, in this guide I'm going to go over some stats, gemming, enchantment, and reforging, the glyphs and talents I take. I have a lot of fun. I mostly do BGs and a little bit of arena, a little bit RPG, but mostly just random BGs. And this is a good setup, a good fun setup. You should be able to do good damage with this and get some HKs. Or if that tiger is going to aggro me. Probably not. Alright, the stats you're shooting for are 3% hit, 3% expertise. Next you want to take strength. Obviously it's going to be your main stat, your main damaging stat. And then you want to take haste over mastery and then critical strike for last. So that's what you're shooting for, what you're in a gym and reforge for basically. The reason you want haste is because you want to get your killing machine procs. Your auto attacks have a chance to grant 100% critical strike bonus to your next obliterate or frost strike, and we're going to be using obliterate a lot. That's going to be your main big damage dealer. And so your auto attacks have a chance to proc killing machine. Haste increases your auto attacks, the amount of auto attacks you do, which would increases your chance to get killing machine. So that's what you're shooting for. I take mastery over crit because mastery increases your frost damage. And we're using a lot of howling blasts to do your frost damage. You're going to be getting frost fever up with unholy blight and outbreak. Watch out there, cat. So this is going to increase your overall damage. I like two-handed over dual wielding because Might of the Frozen Waste. This is when wielding a two-handed weapon, your obliterate deals 40% more damage, which is awesome. And all melee attacks deal an additional 20% damage, which is great too, considering we're stacking haste and we're doing lots of auto attacks. This all works together. Alright, for gems, red gems, you're going to go straight strength, bold, primordial, ruby. For yellow gem slot, you want to go with 80 strength and the strength and haste gem. Blue gems, you want to go with the strength and PvP power gem. PvP power and resilience have been nerfed into the ground, not as good as they used to be. So you kind of want to avoid that mostly. The blue gem slots, you don't have too much of a choice as far as gems. You can do strength and stamina. I like to do strength and PvP power. PvP power still give you a little bit of a damage increase. So that's best for the gem slot. Meta gem, you want to go with the strength and crit. Alright, as far as enchants go, you want to take Greater Tiger Fang for your shoulder, which gives you strength. Back, you want to go with Superior Critical Strike. Chest, go with stats. 80 to all stats. Increases your stamina and strength. Those are the big ones, and the best one to go there, I think. For your wrists, you know, take exceptional strength, 180 strength, that's awesome. Hands, super strength. Waist, you want to add a living steel belt buckle, which gives you an extra gem slot to throw a red gem in, I would suggest. Gives you more strength. Legs, go with Angerhide leg armor, 285 to strength, that's awesome. Plus crit, 165 to crit. Feet, enchanted boots, greater haste, 175 to haste. And for your weapon, Rune of the Fallen Crusader still, eventually you can get the PvP enchant. But this is, start out with, you want to go with the Rune of the Fallen Crusader. Talents. Let's see, what do I have for talents? I like Unholy Blight. It attacks your diseases without using any resources. It surrounds the Death Knight with a vile swarm of unholy insects for 10 seconds. And that's going to put your dots on all the enemies around you. Lichborn, it's great for getting out of CC if you're feared or charmed. You can come out of that. You can also hurl death coils at yourself when you get this proc to heal yourself a tiny bit. It's kind of a desperation move. I still use it a little bit. It's not that great anymore. Alright, tier 3 is a really good tier. A lot of people use Chillbanes, which is going to reduce your movement speed by your target's movement speed by 50% for 10 seconds. And also will immobilize your targets for 3 seconds when you use Chains of Ice. Really good. That's what most people go through. I really like Asphyxiate. It's a stun. lifts an enemy target off the ground and crushes their throat with dark energy. I mean, how could you not take that from that description? I just really, I've been using it a lot lately. It's a fun talent. Replaces strangulate, so you get asphyxiate. I don't know, I love it. I love being able to stun people for 5 seconds, so that's what I'm going with. Death Pact, you can sacrifice half of your minion's health for to give you health. You're raised dead. Raises a Geist to fight by your side. So your undead minion will heal you up for 50% of his maximum health and causes the minion to suffer damage equal to 50% of its health. So he loses 50% and you gain up to 50%. 2-minute cooldown, but it doesn't cost any resources. Runic Empowerment. When you land a damaging Death Coil, Frost Strike, or Rune Strike, you have a 45% chance to activate a random fully depleted rune. So if Obliterate's down, we'll be using Frost Strike, or for a Runic Power Capped, we're going to be using Frost Strike, which does damage, weapon damage as frost damage, which is another reason you want to take Mastery, to increase damage to Frost Strike, which will help you proc Runic Empowerment, which gets your runes back up, and you can do more stuff. Final tier, I take a Desecrated Ground, just for more anti-CC measures. Corrupts the ground, 8-yard radius for 10 seconds, and when you're on that corruption, you're immune to effects that cause loss of control. And it also instantly removes such effects when activated. So I love that. So you have Icebound Fortitude, Desecrated Ground, Lichborn, and your PvP trinket, all to fight CC. And I love that. I love them they're throwing everything at me to try to CC me, and I just keep fighting through it, keep pushing through it. Come at them, Killing Machine proc, Obliterate. Good stuff. For macros, let's see. This is your Death Pact macro. It's real easy. Just cast Raise Dead, cast Death Pact. So you can use that to get your health from Death Pact real quick. Summon your minion, sack his health, get your health back. I like using a kind of all-in-one buff macro. Uses Pillar of Frost, my Auric Racial Blood Fury, and then uses my PvP badge here that gives me creature strength for 20 seconds. And cast Raise Dead. So you get all these buffs going. Cast your Raise Dead, it'll buff him too. And also have a Kapha Press. This thing right here. It's not an item, it's not a trinket. You just have it in your bag. Use it, increase your haste by 4,000 for 25 seconds. I don't know, it's really cool. And so you don't equip it, you just sit in your bag. It's item use. It's awesome. Add it to your buff macro if you have one. All right, I hope you enjoyed my guide and hope this helps you out. I had a hard time, kind of figuring out which stats to go with, which gems to go with, which was the best. This is where I've landed on. This is what I like the most. It works for me really well. All right, hope you enjoy it, and I'll talk to you later.